Okay, it's live. I'm gonna do this though. This is too zoomed in. I think
Mhm.
that's better.
Okay.
No, make sure. Videos. Live stream. Yay, it's live. Tarot's Apprentice, Tallulah's Tarot. We are live. There's nobody in here, but there will be. I do have it unlisted. I have it unlisted still. No, it's public. Okay. All right.
Thank you for doing this.
Well, of course.
I am so excited. I'm so nervous. I'm sweating like a horned turkey.
They already know you. I'm getting comments already. It's not going to show on StreamYard
Okay.
until later, but on YouTube, it's already there.
Oh, okay. So let me look over there
because I'm watching on my phone too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, y'all. Ah, there it is.
I'm sorry. It's not going to show on StreamYard.
Let me mute you. Look at me all unprofessional.
Can y'all hear me? That's always my complaint. Can y'all hear me?
Right. And mine is I can't see. You can't see, you can't hear.
We can't see, we can't hear, we can't walk, we can't talk, we can't. We're gonna do it today, though. How you doing? Now, there's the list. These are my notes.
Oh, hey y'all. Hi.
Yeah, say hi to Tallulah. Be respectful. Come in people's house.
Hey Shannon.
Hi Shannon. We'll see you one day, probably Friday or something like that. Right? Thanks for coming by, though.
Ooh.
Which one are you using first? I can't. I'm so blind.
I'm using steampunk.
Steampunk. I'll use that one first too.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to use the shiny card. But... Okay. Y'all know we shuffle, so forgive us.
Oh yeah, I can't. I swear, last night I kept getting the same three cards over and over again.
Yeah, it is wider, JR, because I mean you can zoom it in, but then it's like too close, and so I always feel like where's the camera when I'm trying to focus it. But maybe we'll do this, and if y'all like it zoomed out, then we can do that too. It's just a click of a button, so it's not a big deal. I didn't know that one. We'll let some more of y'all come in here, then we'll get started. It's just kind of, I sprung it on you. This is fine? Okay. You like it zoomed out? Me too. So I think that's what we're going to do. Because I can see what I'm doing better here. It's hard when it's all focused on it like that. Turn the phone off. There's Jen Lynn text me, y'all.
Oh, she wants to moderate. Noelle wants to moderate.
I don't know how to do that. I'm sure it's just clicking on your name. Oh, no. I think I have to do it on YouTube. Give me a second. Add moderator. There you go. Okay. We got 50 in here, so we'll get started.
Okay.
Are you and Jen Lynn doing a stream tomorrow? Yes, ma'am. For sir, whoever. Guess you shouldn't assume, man. Hi, House
Hey, House.
of Lenormand. So we're going to start with Drake.
Okay.
And so Drake went to a concert, right?
Yes. So it was Camp Nah.
The concert was put on by another artist called Tyler, the Creator, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler, the Creator, was having this concert, had a bunch of different guests on it. And they were having a mystery guest at the end who was supposed to sort of highlight or headline the whole thing. Many people thought it was going to be Frank Ocean. And then when Drake came out, they booed him. Drake is like a superstar, like mega superstar, like Beyonce status superstar. And so you would think they wouldn't boo him, but they booed him because that's not who they were expecting.
Right.
So he got like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 songs in, and then he was like, I came here for y'all. If y'all don't want me to keep going, then I won't. And they kept booing, so he left. So now that he has got his little feelings hurt, he's kind of been acting out, and he don't want to go places anymore, and he don't want to do this anymore. So, you know,
he's got an attitude with his audience.
Yes. So what did you want to look at with him? Like, what's going on with his behavior?
Yes.
Okay.
Something off about him. So there was also that rumor that he was trying to date this married chick too that had, you know, she's got a prominent, well-known husband. So he's just kind of been all over the place lately. So
why does he always want somebody else's girlfriend?
I know.
You Canadians.
You gonna blame it on Canada?
What you get?
Oh, Ace of Cups here. New connection, new emotional connection. 9 of Cups. He's greedy.
Oh.
That's overindulgence, desires, wishes fulfilled, never enough. He's used to having this. This is in the past position, opening ceremony. Here's your Hermit.
Oh.
He's got to go in and do some thinking. Yep, afraid to change. He's hanging on to his identity, his personality, his public persona. And maybe he just thinks he has to be a hoe. Like, and not just a hoe, like maybe he just thinks he has to act out and still live up to, because you have all these younger people coming up now. And I think that he has to put off this air about him. Like, I can still accommodate to the younger, you know, the younger crowd coming up, but I also have, you know, paved the way for a lot of people too. So.
See, now, Secret Zella, to be fair on that, you said, would you want to go anywhere where you were booed? He was booed in one place.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to go anywhere else after that. This was just the one place. Now, he's, like you said, he's probably having an issue to where I'm Drake.
Right.
You know, and he should be held to some sort of, I guess, some pillar of standing. But I get the Tower as my first card because he's kind of feeling, he's in his feelings right now. 9 of Wands. This is hard for him.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. They don't really put artists through artist development anymore. And back in the day, what you would have to do is you would have to learn how to go and do and conduct interviews and go. And this is why people look at Beyonce and she seems like two different people. Like when she goes on stage, she's the Sasha Fierce. And then when she goes on an interview back in the day, she was so demure and she was very humble and she sat like a lady and this whole bit, because they don't teach you how to do this anymore. You kind of expect things to go your way.
Right.
And it doesn't. He gets the 8 of Wands, communication, the Moon. He's kind of in a,
because he's from Canada, Noel.
There's the 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. He'll get back on his feet. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I think what he needs is probably a splash of cold water in the face, and just to understand you're not the center of the universe, and it's okay to not be liked.
Right.
And I don't think he likes that because he kind of needs everybody to be his friend. Oh, well. Now, I don't know who.
I'm sorry, to cut you off. But you have an opportunity though, like once you're established, to show the younger people how it's done instead of leaving them like flailing out here, getting in all this mess.
Now you take this one. I don't know who Lizzo is. I just know that she was sued by 2 different people. Now she's being sued over food. So
yeah,
explain this.
Yeah, it seems like everybody has it out for Lizzo. So Lizzo came out last year. She had a really big hit called Truth Hurts. And so people were at first not quite sure how to feel about her because she's got a very flamboyant personality, and she is not your status quo. She's not thin and, thin mini and all this stuff. And she wears what she wants to wear, and she sings her racy songs and this, that, and the other. And she's very popular. And so when one of the songs came out, now all of a sudden you have 2 writers that said they were in the room. They gave her this idea. And then now, they have that lawsuit against her. And then now there's a second lawsuit, but this one's regarding defamation because she used Postmates to get food. And she's claiming this driver left with her food. And, now this driver is suing her for defamation, which is ridiculous. I'm like, she didn't get her food. What happened to it? So they got mad because she wrote something bad about them online. So
she ordered food, didn't get it.
Didn't get it to her hotel.
But she said she didn't get it. She got 2 stomachs like me, so she got her food. So she said she didn't get her food, but then she wrote a bad review, and now she's being sued for defamation.
Yes, by this driver.
She ate something.
Huh?
She ate something.
She ate. She's not laughing, is she? So I'm just wondering, why is everybody singling her out? Because this is ridiculous. Now, even with the other lawsuit, I just think it's odd. Yes, you have to give people special mention when you take something from them, but it was literally one line in the song. It wasn't like a chorus. It wasn't any of that. It was literally one line in the song.
You still can't use it because not trademark, but copyright. Lord have all the mercies. If somebody put that on something somewhere, I can still sue you, even though that's not really. But I guess it's unique to me. I guess, but
right.
I don't know. We'll see. Uh-oh.
Okay, can I make this funny?
Go for it.
I'm sorry, because I got 4 of Swords, so somebody wants her to sit her ass down. So here's 2 of Wands. This is your preparation.
Beautiful Grace, this is Lizzo.
Yes, Lizzo. Preparation, and this is actually okay, so here's the Fool. So this is the risk taker. So I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Preparation for the lawsuit. Here's your Fool, the risk taker that's initiated all of this. Loss and regret. I think that Lizzo regrets the comment she made online, obviously, but I don't think the actual lawsuit is going to go anywhere. And then here we have the Ace of Cups again. New connection, new emotions surrounding this. Yeah, I don't think the lawsuit is actually going to go anywhere, but I do think people, for some reason, people are singling her out. I think the lawsuit's ridiculous.
So the worst part coming out of this is going to be public opinion. Right.
And her actually regretting that she posted that online. That's it.
Well, I got Ace of Cups too. That was my first card.
Oh.
So we have, there's something new. Emotional. Hi, Kathy. There is the legal system. There is justice. This is the bottom card. Oh no, that's crossing. And the High Priestess. So there is ulterior motive. Maybe this is clout chasing, as the cheering saying. trying to get in the news. There is the disagreement still. I think she might have a bit of not a mental disorder. That's too harsh. She might just have a personality glitch to where, and I think a lot of Gen X's and a lot of millennials have it to where they hear one thing and then they fly off the handle without thinking about it. And so she might have something deep down that she may need to seek some therapy over. The reason why she's having disagreements over something like you didn't get your food from Postmates, just get your refund and go somewhere else, you know. Four of Cups, yeah, there is this sort of pouting person. So, and somebody asked, how can you get sued over review? I mean, the person's not going to win, but the way you can get sued is if you get defamed. So they're suing her for defamation because she talked about them.
Right.
But this is going to be a turning point, and I think this is going to be a turning point in the public, because that's where we start was the Ace of Cups, was that emotional opinion. But they can't really win on defamation because you have to show where it cost you money because of what she said.
Right.
And they can't really do that part.
And it's not the driver it was the actual company that would have lost any type of money, and they can get rid of the driver if they really wanted to.
So we're going to go to Dame Dash. Dame Dash says he's broke.
Yeah. He says he's broke, that he can't pay a $2,400 debt. Yet on Instagram, he's still, Mr. Baller and got all the money and all this, that, and the other.
And that's exactly what got 50 Cent in trouble. 50 Cent went to court, said he couldn't pay, I think it was some hundred thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, you go on his Instagram and he's got a gold chain on that, is big as his house and all this type of stuff. So either you're broke or you're not.
Right. And if you're broke, you shouldn't have a pot problem because you shouldn't be able to afford the herb.
Because you ain't getting marijuana with no food stamps. So I want to know where you get that money from.
All right. So is he really broke? What's going on? Hangman. Unable to change perspective. Hierophant. There's your traditions, your institution. Transition, moving to better shores there. Things are looking up, hopefully. No,
well, it can't be looking up if you broke.
He's greedy. There's your devil right there. He's lying. He's greedy. So he's moving on, but he's greedy. And he's lying because there's your empty cup right there. So this is the Knight of Cups. So whatever he's trying to present is not accurate. It's not going to follow through, that sort of thing.
Now, didn't Lee Daniels pay him his money?
Yes. So Lee Daniels did pay him his money, but I don't think he has that anymore.
Yeah, he's just paying.
Yeah. I think he's still wrapped up in. So, he started the whole company with Jay-Z and all this. I think he's still very jealous that Jay-Z went off to, skyrocket.
Yeah.
And, he's pretty much stuck with the empty cup.
I can see that would suck. I mean, if you were the jealous type,
right?
That you look up and JC owns the world and you can't get your money out of Lee Daniels of all people. So it's, and the Four of Pentacles. This is the person who hoards, who clings on to money, clings on to something he's afraid to lose. There's the Emperor. So he is in charge of his finances. So I'm not crying for you, Argentina. All I can do is, call a thing a thing. There is some abandonment, so walking away from something. There's plans. So here's the thing I think is happening is not necessarily he is broke, but he does not have the money to fund something he wants to do. And so maybe he's being forced to walk away from whatever these plans are. Like he gets halfway there, he can see the horizon, but he can't quite make the jump. And so then he can cry, broke with a loaf of bread under your arm. Yes, you can survive, but you can't necessarily pay back taxes or whatever else that they're trying to get out of you.
Right.
The desires and the greed card for me, 9 of Cups. Page of Swords. There is some mistruth to this. It's not a broke thing. It's a refinancing thing.
Right.
You just have to reevaluate your finances. Broke to us means no money. Broke to them is a whole different thing.
Exactly.
So we got, okay. Did Solange cheat on her husband? Because they're getting a divorce. Solange is Beyonce's sister, for those who don't know.
Gracie, it's Solange. No.
Kaepernick, we got Kaepernick down there too.
Yeah, he's coming up. I'm gonna pull 3 on her. Let's see. Did she cheat on her husband? Her husband's name is Alan Ferguson. They do share one child. Here's your Emperor, level of control. Speedy action, so she probably got mixed up in something. And here's your bad news, and your delayed news, and your gossip.
Are they suspecting someone? Like somebody?
Yeah. So she's already been seen with someone, but she's saying that they were not cheating at the time.
It's okay if you're not doing it at the time. Okay. So
some people don't like the structure of being married.
Is this person in America or are they overseas?
No, they're in America.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get there's a beginning here, but this is also foolish. So there is a foolish mistake happening. There is something deep, and it's not secret, but I guess the more you probe, the more you know. And that means that there's something there. And then there's the 3 of Wands. So we have a situation where there is some information. I guess the deeper you probe into that, then you'll find out that probably it was something a little more than just a casual fling, or this is probably her new husband coming in, so the old husband is now going out. Because she'll probably get married to the side piece as they usually do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think
now the men never marry the side pieces, huh?
No. So Colin Kaepernick, explain that story.
Okay, so he was scheduled for a workout in Atlanta today, and abruptly at 2:30 he called it, quits and said, nope, we're going to take it to a new location. So they're saying now, or his representatives are saying, that he was concerned with the lack of transparency because apparently the NFL didn't want the public or the media to be there to witness this. So my first question is, was there something shady going on where they were just taking him through the motions and not really serious about this? Because Jay-Z was sort of pressuring him pressuring them to allow a workout trial for him. So if that was the case, the second question is, if Jay-Z is sort of pushing this, will Kaepernick owe him something in return?
So he is to be seen working out like he's getting ready to play football. And this is supposed to sort of be a teaser, I guess, like, oh, he's training for something. It's not the Olympics, so he's training for something. But he thought that this was not very transparent.
Exactly.
Either I am or I'm not type of thing. But if he gets in, does he owe Jay-Z his life, basically? Because Colin Kaepernick is blackballed from the NFL, but Jay-Z is there. So does he get them in or what? Yeah, they are using him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people want him in. I mean, he wasn't the worst football player. He could have been better, but I think his claim to fame is the way he was treated right now.
Right. So I pulled up Ten of Swords first off. Loss. Let's see what he's losing. Being stuck. Here's your new team or hopes for a new team. That's your new family, deep commitment, happiness, that sort of thing. Past loss and regret with your Five of Cups. King of Pentacles, Jay-Z, the money man.
At the crown of it all.
At the top of it all, exactly. And then major change.
Followed by death.
Yep. Followed by death. Exactly. He's going to lose, excuse my pun, lose his soul.
Mm-hmm.
I think he will expect some type of transit, not like maybe a money transaction, but there's going to be some type of give and take if Jay-Z had anything to do with this.
Because if he gets 10 of swords, there's probably a corporation of people standing behind him planting each one of them swords.
Yep.
Well, I get the strength to start off with. So we have that, and then the Queen of Swords. There is some support, but this is supports in, I think, okay, we'll keep going, but I think it's a mentality thing. This is not necessarily what it seems to be. Page of Cups. Five of Cups in the same place you got it.
Wow. So
we got some regret there. Two of Pentacles at the top. So we got that struggle to balance between one thing and another. And then the Page of Wands. So following the struggle to balance, we have messages. So in the beginning, what I think is going on is Kaepernick is in a position of strength because the majority, not the stand up for the flag or I'm going to hate you forever crowd, but the majority of the people like him. At the very least, they would love to see him return to football because they think it was a shame the way he went out. Mm-hmm. But there is also just support in mentality, which means there's going to be a support in television, so a support in image. So they more than likely just kind of want to push the image out there that the NFL, along with Jay-Z, is in support of Black people in sports. Because you have that Page of Cups right after that, which is like that emotional investment. Like I said, you have that struggle to balance. Here is the message that they're putting out, encompassing all that. And the fear is the Four of Swords. So they kind of fear that this won't work. This will kind of fall flat. And the environment is the Knight of Swords. That's Kaepernick to me. Sort of the one they want to come charging in on the white horse. Queen of Cups is in the hopes, so supportive emotions along with the image. But in the end, I get Five of Pentacles. This is not for him. This is for the image of the NFL. Mm-hmm. Because let's face it, if he comes back and does an awful job, then they can still say they gave him a chance.
Exactly.
And also him to have the bad image. If he comes back and he does a fantastic job, then they can say, look how we did. We put the great player back in the NFL. So it's not about him.
Right.
He gets the crumbs, they get the bread. But I do see he owes somebody. Got his Two of Pentacles there. Oh, well.
So there's some questions. Let's see. So Noelle wants to know about politics tonight.
Who?
Noelle.
Wants to know about politics?
Politics. If there's going to be any politics tonight.
No, we're not doing politics. Politics sucks today. Politics are awful. So we're not doing politics today. We can do one. How about that? We'll do one.
Okay. I actually had one too. If you want to do one.
Okay, we'll do yours because I actually didn't have any. I was just going to make it up.
You didn't have it? Well, it's not a Trump one though. You might have a good Trump one.
No, I had the David Pakman one, which I didn't do yet.
Oh, okay.
That's not even political, I guess. He's a YouTuber that's been targeted by Facebook. But we'll go to, is Terrence Howard crazy or smart? Oh. Terrence Howard better pay his taxes before he be in jail.
Right. He can meet Tori there.
And that's what we're going to do next. Tori Spelling owes $1 million in taxes. Can you read on Sommer Walker? She is actually on the list. Tori Spelling owes $1 million in taxes. Her mother is like a gajillionaire, and she has bailed Tori out many times before. But they're not on speaking terms, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And so she can't get the money from her mother at the moment. So what's going to happen to her? Y'all better quit playing with these taxes. You know, YouTube sends me a check and doesn't take any taxes out of it, but you better believe I'm paying taxes.
Oh, absolutely.
I ain't going to jail. I can't wear my rings or nothing. Nothing.
No more cards, no more decks.
I ain't got time for that now.
Ace of Swords is what I got first.
That the Ace of Swords.
Ace of Swords, new idea, clarity and focus. Get your shit together.
It starts off right.
Yeah. And there's the money, the offer in hand contract, the IRS coming for your check.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have it in hand, though? Is she going to have it in hand? Here's your emotional news. That's the money of the, or the news of the IRS coming after you.
Yes, it's Aaron Spelling's daughter.
But we have the Chariot. So there's a possibility she's going to get out of this. This is a hard fought win. Okay, then I have Eight of Wands here. This is speedy communication. Messages going back and forth. Probably her pleading with her mother, lawyers and such. But then here we have deception. Things yet to be eliminated.
Mm.
Is she hiding money?
I think all rich people hide money.
Mm-hmm. Well, she better find it. Fruits of labor. So I got King of Wands, the honorable man. And then I have the money you've saved up. This is your investment in fruits of labor. I wonder if her husband's hiding money.
Mm.
You know, he always comes across like he's living off of her.
He was.
Yeah, but I wonder if he's got something that nobody knows about.
Because he's not having money problems. It's her. So I think probably because they're not together anymore, are they?
Oh, no, I think they're still together.
Okay.
Hey, Kathy. Rich
Knight of Pentacles. So
exactly. Rich
this
people.
is rich people problems. Absolutely. There is, I mean, okay. So I poke fun, but I don't think her mother will let her go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
She would eventually, I suppose, pay the child's way. Seven of Wands. So here is the moving to higher ground. But I think, okay, so this might be sort of a tough love situation because here's the person delivering money, right? With the Knight of Pentacles. And then there is the Seven of Wands. So it's kind of like the water is coming in and you keep trying to get to a higher ground so that you don't get flooded. And so that's kind of what I feel like with her is like she is up to her neck in debt. She owes the IRS, all of these type of things. And her mother kind of lets it happen.
Mm-hmm.
She sit back and watches from afar because that's her life. She's grown. She can do what she want to do. I'm not going to let you go to jail because you got cheering, but I'm going to let you suffer because you do need to learn at some point. And it takes privileged people longer to learn because they don't have boundaries.
Right.
And so I think that's kind of what's happening. I got all that from that one card. There is the major change. So this is the death card here. I think she just needs to learn a lesson. 5 of Swords. There is some dishonor. She's trying to get away. This is probably a little disrespect to her mother. The 9 of Cups. So there is this greed and wishful thinking. 7 of Cups. She doesn't quite know what she's doing, where she's going. This is what I was just saying from that one card, that she has not got her life together, period.
Right.
But, hi, Color Lens, but her mother sees this, but she cannot dive in and take care of every little problem that girls has. She is going to have to learn to be a woman at some point. And if that means that this raggedy ass man that you got laying on this couch doing nothing needs to get up and go get 4 or 5 jobs, and that's what he needs to do. Y'all got kids, and them kids got to eat. 2 of Cups. So that's her fear, is that, somebody won't be there to help her. The World. So we are coming to a completion. I think her mother's about to step in, basically.
Yeah.
3 of Wands. There's your plans. That's what she hopes for. Page of Cups. There's your surprise.
Yeah.
So she's just waiting on mommy, and mommy will be there. And I understand that's what she needs to do. She needs to help her child. But
and then now look at this in the 7 of Pentacles. I just looked at this again, and it's
look
shocking.
at that. See, and that's half her problem too. She doesn't know how to manage her own money. Lord, full of shopping bags. You ought to be ashamed. Rich people problems. So, speaking of rich people, R. Kelly. R. Kelly is in jail because he's raped people's children, allegedly, and lied under oath and the whole bit. So anyway, he's in jail because he had a compound of a bunch of people's teenage daughters that he was sexually abusing. So he is in jail. He still has to face charges, I think, in New York and somewhere else too, or Chicago. Anyway, he's in jail right now, and then when he gets out of jail there, he has to face charges elsewhere. So he's going to be in the jail system for quite some time. So Ira Kelly is saying that he can't stand trial because he had food poisoning. He can't stand trial because he had a hurt toe. They put him in solitary confinement, and he said, I can't be in solitary confinement. This is too harsh. So they let him out. He wants to be with the regular people, but he doesn't want to be in general population because he is technically a child molester. And so all that being said, there is a documentary someone wants to do with him, not about him, but with him, about him. And the Enquirer, the National Enquirer, whose favorite magazine, is now trying to funnel money to R. Kelly while he's in jail to do this documentary. They caught this and they stopped it. But I want to know, will they try it again? Because they want to do business with R. Kelly. The Enquirer, known for their truth-telling skills, want to do a documentary with Rapist Kelly. That's what the R stands for, in case y'all didn't know. I might have made that up, but I might not have.
Strategy. They're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
7 of Swords. They're working on it again. Wheel of Fortune. Things moving along. Destiny. Hanging on to the idea. So here's your 4 of Pentacles. Afraid to let go. Stingy. Oh, hold on just a sec.
Yeah, he's
sorry, that was my daughter. I'm so sorry. That was my daughter. Okay. And here's your establishment. You're a National Enquirer. They're going to revisit it. I think they're going to try it again.
No,
starting out with more strategy and theft.
King of Pentacles is what I get. Now, mind you, he does not have much to any money. This one I can believe, sort of, kind of, because he claims he's illiterate and he can't read. Therefore, he couldn't read his contracts. He has written songs for everybody you can think of. And he doesn't own any of that music because he didn't read his contract properly. So all that I Believe I Can Fly music, he doesn't own that. Mm-hmm. So King of Pentacles crossed by Nine of Wands. It's going to be hard, but they'll get to him. Eight of Cups. They're walking away right now because there's media attention. And the card flew off the table. I don't know what it was, but I'm going to ignore you because it was in the past anyway. The Hermit. So there is your person locked away. A Four of Cups. So there is the offer. Ace of Wands. There is a new action. And Five of Cups. There is your sorrow that this did not go through. Mm-hmm. Four of Pentacles. This is clinging to that idea. Seven of Cups is how do we go forward. So yes, they are going to try it again. So you're going to get that documentary one way or the other. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So Sommer Walker. I have no idea who that is. I just heard a story that this in particular person is, he said he's illiterate. Now, this is what he said. He said he was illiterate in one of these songs. He did a little freestyle type of song where they thought he was going to confess to raping people. And he said he was illiterate. We don't know this for sure, but that's what he said. Now, Floyd Mayweather, yes, because we have proof of that. But I don't know. Sommer Walker, I don't know who that is. I've never heard of her until this story that she wants to quit show business because she has social anxiety.
Mm-hmm. So I just saw something briefly on her, and what it looked like to me is that she was just not really into what was going on. Not anxiety, because apparently there was a video of her twerking on her boyfriend and she didn't mind doing that in public. So let's see.
Is that what lawyers are for? Now, his lawyers, they work for somebody, or like they have a very personal relationship with someone in the label he was signed to. So they don't have a invested interest in him recouping money because they got theirs already. And so he does not get royalties from most of his songs because he didn't read his contracts. And like Oprah said, you have to read your contract. Even though you have lawyers, you still need to know what's in there because your name is on it. How many cards I got here? Okay. Sommer Walker, what you get?
Okay. Here's your introspection. This is her thinking about her actions, what she's doing, and what she wants to continue to do. Her announcement, she's quitting as quickly as she started, basically. That's speedy action. Competition, which is interesting. So I'd like to see what the rest of the cards are, but maybe she can't stand the pressure. Like maybe.
That's kind of what she said too, is that it's just, like I said, with the artist development, they don't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. And then here you have Eight of Swords. So this is feeling restricted. Having to do all of these engagements in this, and you're not really fully there. Hey, Larry girl. Okay, then you have working together, moderation. So you have competition at the base, but then you have working together at the top. And then feeling restricted. Yeah, she's regretting. I think she just regrets this as a whole. That's Five of Cups.
Show business ain't for everybody.
It's not, but I don't see an actual like mental health problem here. I just see that she's regretting this. Maybe she got into it too quickly, feeling a little bit too restricted by the demands on her. Yeah, I don't think it's social anxiety. I just think she has misgivings about what she chose to do.
And see, I don't like that, because when you have a mental disorder, bipolar, social anxiety, whatever it is that you have, in this day and age, in this climate, people rush to you to sort of support you because you have, you're sort of speaking out and being an advocate for people who are trying to remove the shame of having a mental illness. Mm-hmm. And so if you're going to prey on people like that, then you're basically asking for bad attention anyway. So you may not have a choice whether your career ends. But I get Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups. So action and emotion, but this again is empty emotion. So this is not, I don't think this is true, because the Knight of Cups for me is a facade. Mm-hmm. Like if you want someone who's chivalrous, the Knight of Cups is not it. That would be like the Knight of Swords or Knight of Wands. But Knight of Cups is going to put on a show for everybody. Mm-hmm. Then she gets the Tower at her base. And the Ace of Earth, this is her deal. And the Seven of Fire, it was too much. So the Seven of Wands is here. It was just too much. This is a lot for especially young people to do, or anybody to do, really. I mean, show business is not for everybody. And then she gets the Star. I think it's just the attention. Yep. It's not social anxiety. You don't have social anxiety. You have, I don't want to do this anymore anxiety. I mean, calm yourself. Yeah.
I'm 18 and I'm tired.
Mm-hmm. A long way to go, sister girl.
Probably being tired with bad knees and a bad back.
Work 19 hours straight and then go home and have to work 19 hours more. Then tell me you're tired. Hi, super truthful. Tamar Braxton is dating some African, Jamaican, something. I don't know. She has a foreign man, apparently. That's okay. So she came out the other day and said that if a man is with you and he doesn't touch you for 4 days or something like that, then he's gay. That's what she said.
Oh, good Lord.
So, Tamar is real extra. And so, and then the next day, because everybody was like, oh, is she talking about her new man? So the next day, she was like, y'all, I just said something stupid. Ignore it. And so, are they going to last? That's all I want to know. Because she is a lot.
I'm sorry, 4 days. 4 days. Why'd you break up 4 days?
Yeah.
Write a song about it. Okay. Tamar. Okay. I know that they said that, and I know we're talking about Tamar, but Tony and Birdman, I could never wrap my brain completely around that relationship.
What kind of eyes she got? That's right. You know she got cataracts. You better get that together. Girl, you sitting one of my glasses. I got some glasses down here.
Oh shit! I just had to really.
She wants. She want the shades. Or she want the white. Which one she want? You want the red ones? I got 3 red ones. You can pick your one, Tony. I can help you. Birdman? First of all, I ain't fooling with nobody that called himself Birdman.
Yeah. No.
It's like, which part of you is bird-like? No, thank you. No, thank you. Man. Siren. Anyway.
Oh my God. I can't think now. Who are we on, Tamar?
Tamar Braxton.
Problems too.
Uh,
Like Birdman and his taxes. Okay, so Eight of Swords. Here's your restriction. You're blindfolded. Don't want to see. I'm sorry. We were just talking about cataracts and shit. Blindfolded.
okay.
Okay. Whew. Money woman. So she probably feels like she's the breadwinner of the relationship, maybe.
Because she is.
Because she is.
Oh.
All right, and then we have the Hermit. So she did some deep soul searching about this relationship. And I'm missing a card, but I shall retrieve it. And then here's the Star. So she is definitely the center of attention, breadwinner, center of attention. She's probably a little over emotional. So this is your King of Cups. I wonder, it could be a new man, too. Card. Hang on a second.
You know what I get the vibe of is Kendu.
Is what?
Kendu and Mary J. Blige. That's what that sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm.
She went and got her somebody from Zimbabwe. He about to take all. Okay. You want to be motherland if you want to, but he's going to take all your money.
The new Nigerian scam.
He emailed you, emailed him, didn't you? You emailed him your PIN number so he can get his royalties back, and he took all your money.
Oh, then I got
you fell for that. There's the one person in the world that fell for that. I said oh,
Jesus.
Okay. Tamar. 7 of Wands. Defend.
I forgot that fast that we were still on.
I'm gonna just fill it out so we can move on. There's the Moon. So it's there's the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, and the King of Water. So she's in charge, but she's emotional. So this won't last long if she carries on the way she is, but he is going to take what he can take first, and then he'll move on.
Yep.
Okay.
Wheezing over here.
He emailed you, didn't he? I know he did. All I need is $314, and then I'll be all right. You sent him that PIN number, that routing number too?
No, I'm in the hospital. I get those all the time. I'm in the hospital.
I'll pray for you. That's all I can do. Jesus beat me there. I can't help you though. This light company want money first. I don't know what to tell you. She better stop that. So Lamar Odom, he was married to one of the Kardashians, or was he married to her, or they were just dating? I don't think it matters at this point, but
yeah, they were married.
And he was strung out on drugs and cheating on her and all this type of stuff, and he almost overdosed and died and this and that. When he was with the Kardashians, you date a Kardashian, you go downhill fast. All of them have, all of them do.
Right? It's like a little boneyard.
Yes, they're some cursed people. And so now he's got a new person, and he does have kids, and his kids are not, they ain't feeling her because they think she's an opportunist. So let's see about this relationship. Is it going to last? Is she an opportunist? What's happening?
Oh, hang on now. You broke out the witch. Let me go back.
Well, see, I can't use that one because the card flew off the table. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
I can't reach it. It's way over. So let me look.
No. I got the witch. We could be talking about a witch, so
It just fell in. Oh, it's way over there.
It's all right.
Next room. I can't go over there.
She just let me not say that before I shuffle. I really
If you're gonna say it, I want to hear it.
No, if you just look at the picture, he looks like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
With that stupid smirk on his face. And she just looks like she singled him out. Give me my ring. Let's discuss it first. I need it in paperwork. And
well, you know, they say, when it comes to hunters and the hunted, you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster than your friends. So it's she picked out the sick one, and that's what he is.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a whole spread on them too.
Lamar Odom. I don't even know her name. What's her name? Do you know?
I definitely don't. Lamar Odom and his girlfriend.
That woman.
Oh Lord, I'm so unprofessional.
Okay, let's see.
Got a lot. Okay.
There's her investment. 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Ready to act. Speedy action. Too fast with this. They talked about this too fast. 5 of Pentacles. He did feel some isolation and rejection. She probably scooped it up. But their relationship is also facing this type of rejection and isolation because people are pointing fingers at it already. He's most definitely the Fool. So I got the Fool in the past position. King of Swords. I don't know what his sign is, but this is probably him. But then you have your rejection and isolation here from his past relationship. He's probably trying to rework his image. Excuse me. Then here you have the enthusiastic news. Hey, y'all, we're getting married. So this is the Page of Wands. But in the fear, desires not being fulfilled. It's your 9 of Cups, your greed, your overindulgence. Excuse me. This could also be a fear of, dare I say, hers, him going back to using and overindulging. He needs it. This could also be his fear. So he's sort of been on the straight and narrow for a little bit, like not very long, but a little bit. So I think he also has a fear that he's going to regress back into that lifestyle. However, for her, here's your Page of Pentacles. This is your offer in hand in your contract, which he provides for her. Like, yeah, hopes. Here's your 4 of Cups. This is your offer. Not really enthusiastic about the offer, but if it's in hand, I'll take it. The Empress, she's going to get knocked up by him. Creation of something new.
Oh Lord, that's all she need. Well, I guess that's all she really do need, but he needs something else because he's never truly recovered, and that's probably why you get the card to saying he's kind of fearful of relapsing. Is because you're never really cured when you have that type of thing. Oh Lord. Okay, well, I get Knight of Pentacles first. There's the money man. Here's the 8 of Wands. So we have some travel and the 8 of Pentacles. So there are some day-to-day things. They are moving rapidly forward to planning something. So they're doing this day-to-day. Yeah. There's the family and there's the star. So they're going forward with this. The kids don't have to like it because that's not their relationship. But they are going to probably make it plain, and in the process of making it plain may create some tension. That's the outcome card I got too. That's what you got down there.
Mm-hmm.
So we get Justice and the Seven of Pentacles. So all they're doing is waiting on the date. This is calculated, because that's what the Eight of Pentacles is something you do day to day, something you have sort of mastered. And
Right.
once,
Mm-hmm.
this is calculated. So all she's doing is waiting for the ink to dry. And the fear is little money. So she kind of does fear, or somebody does fear, that money won't present itself because she hopes for the money man. This is the hopes. So she kind of hopes for the King of Pentacles to realize his potential. In the environment, Seven of Wands, there is your defense. Behind that is the Magician. So manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulation of the ground you stand on. So she is positioning him. Now, I won't say that's necessarily a bad thing if she's positioning him to be a better person. Because he's just not the type of person that wants to be alone, I suppose. Because he really does not need to be in a relationship. If you ask me, what he needs to do is focus on himself. But, anyway. Your fear or your word of warning is the Temperance. This is about sobriety. So make sure, hi, Mari, make sure you maintain your sobriety because it can slip away very quickly. Six of Wands, celebrations, victory. So they are indeed going forward, but I see greed and strategy is what I get for the outcome. So this is not necessarily about love. It's just she's one of the basketball wives now.
Yep.
That's what he was a basketball player. So she just kind of wants that circle. Person. Well, that's all I had. You said you had one.
Oh no, it's a political one though. It's just a
we can do that.
Elijah Cummings.
Okay.
Rest his soul. So his wife, his widow, is going to be trying to win over his congressional seat, and so we have this lady, Kimberly Klasick, I think her name is. So they're calling her the next Stacey Dash.
Oh Lord.
Yes. So she's a Republican, and she's basically saying that, echoing what Trump said about why Baltimore is the way it is and all of this. And she wants the seat too. So I just wanted to see if she has a chance, because, his widow is going to be the favorite. I just want to see what's surrounding her.
The Kimberly girl?
Yeah, the Kimberly girl, Kimberly Klasick.
Stacey Dash, oh my God. So that means she's stupid too. Stacey Dash been through some things because she's stupid. I ain't taking that back. This is the same person who said we shouldn't have BET and we shouldn't have Black History Month if we want to call ourselves equal.
Right.
This is the same person who was on BET.
Didn't she flag herself as white on that police report?
Yes, she did. She said somebody else did that. She didn't do that.
Oh, whatever. She didn't disagree.
She beat her husband ass and went to jail too. That's what she did.
Oh Lord. Okay. Kimberly Klasick. There's a man behind this. Here's your King of Wands. Not sure who that would be. Where are we starting out? Well, it could be his seat. So this could be Cummings' seat. So here you have Nine of Pentacles. This is your independent, self-sufficient woman. She comes across as very strong and independent, from what I gather. Oh, how did that happen? Okay. Plan set in motion, but it was reversed. There's going to be a stall to the plans in motion. This is anxiety inducing. So in the immediate environment, I'm not sure she wants to take this on for real. I think she just may have put this out there, but this is Nine of Swords. And here's your soul searching with the Hermit. So she might be having second thoughts about this already. Temperance, she's working with somebody. So this is moderation, things in the background working together, coming together to form something new. And then Four of Swords. She's not going to be successful with this. So this is you're taking a break, setting it out, meditate a little longer type thing. She may get some backlash.
Majority report. I'll see. Okay, so we start with the Chariot. So there is some effort put behind it, but I don't think it's hers. I think that's what the King of Wands is saying. There's because she's powerless in this. I don't even think she's running because she thinks she can win. There is the Sun. So there is some energy behind her. There's the shadow side, and here this is the Devil. Freeze. There is the King of Cups. So supportive action or someone commanding action with that King of Wands, and now someone probably commanding staff or something, some sort of energetic energy behind her. Ten of Swords. So I don't think she has much of a chance. Now, I did a reading on Maya. I think her name Maya or Rocky Moore Cummings. She is having a rocky time with the two, but this child here, I don't think she's got a chance at all. So Two of Wands, the Knight of Swords, there's chaos around you. And it comes from a man. So you trust in one, you lose to one too. There's the Fool, and I don't think that's by accident. And then there's Six of Pentacles, which I need clarification for. Seven of Wands. So she moves to a higher ground. This takes her into a different realm politically because now she's on a national stage. I had no idea who she was till just now. So I don't think she's going to stand the greatest of chances, but calling her, I guess I can't call her a loser just yet, though. But I don't see how she can win, but
I think she's stressing over it quite a bit.
Yes.
Like you said, a forced hand type deal.
Well, that's all I got. Thank y'all for coming out.
Thanks, you guys. Thank you, Johnny, for sharing this time with me, inviting me.
We've got 114 people. Make sure y'all subscribe to Tallulah Tarot. I put the link in here 2 times, so you have no excuse. 114, yes, good. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Me and Jen Lynn will be doing a live. That's where we'll do the politics, okay? Politics is not dead, so we just have to take a break from it from sometimes so all of our hair is not gray like mine. So, not that we need to see that. So, y'all have a good night. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tallulah.
Thank you.